Well, Daryl and I met in 2001. I was Director of Research for the Florida Department of Citrus, and Daryl had a company that was developing health products derived from grapefruit. So Daryl came up with a research plan. We actually had fruit and juice and powdered grapefruit shipped out to Scripps Institute in California, and they did a study on grapefruit to see if it really could effectively have an impact on weight loss. Sure enough, it did. After 3 months, we saw that it wasn't just about grapefruit filling you up, but there was something in grapefruit that caused a physiological change. That is a real change in your body's chemistry regarding sugar, glucose, and insulin levels.
We started off by testing efficacy models in rodents and found out that sure enough that this emulated the activity of insulin enough to where type 1 diabetics were using this in high loads of sugar and being completely healthy. So we actually decided to term this Emulin because it emulates the activity of insulin. Further, we went on to move to work with clinical trials where we had a similar effect. We found out that when people were including Emulin in their diet, or GC7x, that we noticed that the glucose intolerance was being remediated within 96 hours. So we set off to try to determine how does this work, and we decided that through further exploration that it works as somewhat of a sugar chaperone to help ease glucose into the cells. GC7x acts as a chaperone, and what I mean by that is it basically tells the cells in the human body that this sugar is okay. And the human body deals with sugar in two ways. It'll either burn it or it'll attempt to quarantine it. And a lot of our sugars that we have in the plant world today are basically, they're either energy sources or they're poison. And without these chaperones, the human body automatically assumes that these compounds are poisonous. So it'll try to basically quarantine them in the fat cells and basically not allow them into the cells, and that's why you see insulin resistance. Basically, GC7x acts as a extract of those chaperones, and when added back into the diet, tells the sugar it's okay and allows it to be able to be burnt as an energy source in muscle tissue instead of being stored as fat.
Well, have you heard, GC7x is essential to the body's sugar metabolism. It is a sugar chaperone. It's not just for people who have weight issues or have concerns about metabolic syndrome or high blood sugar. It is for everyone. Everybody needs to be taking GC7x. It's not just something you say lightly. I think if we had made this discovery 50 years ago, GC7x would have been classified as a vitamin. It needs to be in the food supply. So if you have concerns about weight issues, weight management, or blood glucose levels, or if you are someone who is athletic and looking to efficiently burn carbohydrates, this is for you. GC7x is a carbohydrate manager, so everybody can benefit from GC7x.